Hi, my name's Stacey. This is my first YouTube video, so please be kind. I thought what better way to start off my channel to talk about Iron Flame. So this is everywhere at the moment, so I thought I would give a little bit of a review, what I thought about it. I have filmed one with spoilers, which I decided that I'm not going to post unless you guys think that I should, but I will not be talking about any spoilers, so I won't go too in depth. But if you have read it, you will understand what I am saying. So overall, I liked it, super duper happy about it, that it came out. But if I have to be honest, I was overall disappointed. Fourth Wing, also, just to pre-warn everybody, you could probably play a drinking game with how many times I will say, I do try my best, or if I do this with my hands. Anywho. So Fourth Wing was like one of my favorite reads this year. It was the first fantasy book that I read, other than Harry Potter, but I read Fourth Wing. I gave into the hype of like surrounding it. Everybody was reading it, so I thought, you know what, I'm gonna read it. Joined a buddy group, buddy read, and I read it. And oh my god, I devoured it. It was so good. Got the version, got the Australia version. But yeah, so I loved it. It is literally in my top 5 favorite books ever. Like, I will continually recommend it to people if I see them looking at it in the bookstore. If a random person asks me what my favorite book is, I will say this one. I have multiple favorites, but this is one of them. It kept me on edge the whole time. The parapet, the bonding with the dragons, the signets. I'm sorry, but I know some people don't like this book, but it is insanely good for me. Like, I loved it so much. And the angst between Xaden and Violet, so good. So needless to say, like, I know that there wasn't going to be any angst going into Iron Flame because, well, we all know what happens in Fourth Wing. But I just feel like Xaden and Violet had the same bite the whole book. It was like a little bit of storyline, fighting, dragons, fighting, Sloane, mum, fighting, sister, fighting. It's just, yeah, like, as I said, overall, I did really like it, but there were parts of it where, like, I was left wanting more. Like, Andana, I wanted more. And I'm not spoiling that for anybody or other things. I'm not going to spoil it for anybody, but I wanted more to do with Andana. I feel like she was built up a lot in Fourth Wing, and then it was, I mean, this is not going to spoil it. It's not a spoiler, but she just slept a lot. I mean, I hope that's not a spoiler. For me, that's not a spoiler. Like, saying it to somebody, I don't think that's spoiling anything. But yeah, I wanted more from Andana, and I hope that in the next book we get to know more. You know, and if you have read it, you will understand what I mean when I say that. And like the ending, you know, again, I've read Fourth Wing. I knew it was going to end on a cliffhanger. I mean, it was obviously going to be a cliffhanger. And if you've read Fourth Wing and didn't expect a cliffhanger, come on. But that cliffhanger, I mean, there's supposed to be 5 books in the series, and she did that in the second book. I feel like it was rushed. I don't know. I'm disappointed. And you know, it's like, I'm sure it will be made into a meme or a reel or whatever you want to call it, but it's like, you know, you can't trigger off a whole fan base with one entire quote. Guess we're brothers now. anyway, I'm not just going to sit here and stare off into space thinking about other things that I would like. And it's a hard thing reviewing books, reviewing anything really. It's like you can't sit here and say, I wanted this, I wanted this, I wanted this, because you don't really know what you want. Do you know what I mean? Like, I was just a bit let down. I don't know, because as I said, Fourth Wing is legitimately one of my favorite books of all time. I just feel let down with Iron Flame. But even my hubby, he obsessed with Fourth Wing. Obsessed. Not as much as me, but he loves Fourth Wing. And he started the audiobook of Iron Flame literally the day that it came out, same with me. And he literally said to me when he finished that I need to read the third book first, and that if Violet and Xaden are just fighting, like going back and forth the entire time like they did with this book, he doesn't want to read it. So that's saying something, like for someone who loved Fourth Wing as much as they did, like he did, and for him to say that about Iron Flame, yeah, it's just a bit of a letdown. But again, overall, I liked it, but I was just left wanting a little bit more. And I don't know where Rebecca Yarros is in the writing phase of the third book, but I'm devastated that we have to wait so long. Devastated. But it is being made into a TV series, so yay. But again, that's hard as well, because like, what if they pick someone like for Xaden that you're just like, that's gonna be let down as well. But fingers crossed they pick the right Xaden and Violet, and the right Liam, and the right Mira, all of them. But anyways, thank you for watching, and let me know what else I should post. If you do watch this, let me know what I should post. I was thinking about doing like what I read in November and going into a little bit more detail with what I read. Or I did finish a book this morning, that one there, you can't really see it, but The Words, another one of my favorite reads from this year. Oh my God. I was recommended it by Kiki, and yeah, it was everything that I needed in a book. But anywho, I'm gonna shut up now, and thank you so much for watching. I do so much appreciate it. And if you want to subscribe, please subscribe. I would, again, appreciate it so much. This is all new to me, but I love talking about books. I love it so, so much that I needed to start this channel to get it out of my system, so my poor husband doesn't have to listen to me rambling about books. Thank you so much, and bear with me while I learn to edit everything, and hopefully you continue watching, and hopefully I make some new friends. Come follow me on Instagram, staceyinkindleland, and TikTok. I like posting funny reels and pretty photos of books. But yeah, anyways, I'll see you next time. Bye!